welcome to the Dead with Dave show, a show that talks about all things Halloween or horror related. And today, we're going to start with some reviews. So, I went to the National Haunters Convention a few weeks ago, which I'm going to get into later. I don't like to start off the show on a bad note. We always start on the Dead with Dave with good and positive talking. Well, while there, I stopped by the Audio Zombie booth where they were playing their new Audio Zombie CD called The Infected Sounds of the Zombie Apocalypse, which I am super excited to review for you today. Now, I first discovered Audio Zombie at last year's NHC when I picked up their CD called Lost Souls, and since then I've been a huge fan and have been using their music quite a bit in my shows here. Now, to tell you the truth, I wasn't too excited about this CD. When I first saw the cover, it says Sounds of the Zombie Apocalypse. So I'm thinking in my head, it's just sound effects. It's not really music. But I picked it up anyway because I could always use more sound effects, and it was only $10. So what was the loss? But I sure am glad I did. You know what they say, don't judge a book by its cover, and this is exactly what I did, and I was immensely wrong. So to go through a quick review, it does start off with an air raid siren that goes into a zombie outbreak news warning. Now there's a couple different types of these warnings throughout the entire CD, all with their own tone and different sayings. So if you're looking for a great news warning, look no further because this CD has several, and they're all really good, and they're all different from others that I've heard. The second track goes into an eerie zombie-infested background soundtrack. I kind of picture this playing in the background of a zombie or monster-themed haunted house. It's very good, and it really does give that creepy feeling. Now, as you go through the CD, it has a good mix of Halloween music and Halloween soundscapes. I'm loving the whole atmosphere, though, with this. Very eerie, slow-paced, extremely creepy, movie-style sound. And I say movie-style sound because you all know movie soundtracks are a little bit different than other music soundtracks. Normally, when I listen to any kind of Halloween or horror music, I try to picture what I can put it to. Kind of daydream about my haunt, different videos I make. You know, see where these musics or sound effects would fit in perfectly. Anyways, I love this CD. Make sure to pick one up for yourself. Go to audiozombie.com, link down below, like always. And after all my music reviews, I like to play a whole track for you and put to something interesting to watch. Here is some footage from the National Haunters Convention, and after, we will talk about that whole mess that went on over there. Well, here you go. This is track number 10, called Night of the Dead. Okay, let's get to the National Haunters Convention, the most uneventful event of the year. This year, the convention was being held in Oaks, Pennsylvania, from May 3rd to the 5th. I was there with Crazy Cart Lady, Ghoulish Cop, Josie Girl, and Bob C. Now, as for the convention itself, I have to say, for the second year in a row, it sucked. Last year it sucked, and this year it sucked even more. No big name vendors, only a handful of actual haunt products, and an overall feeling of a convention that has absolutely no direction whatsoever. It really felt more like a flea market than a Halloween convention. Kind of a mishmash of products. Now, I'm not bashing the vendors that were there, and I'm not talking about the haunt tours or the seminars NHC has to offer. This is just about the convention floor itself. The whole reason I go to these conventions in the first place. You know, last year, a lot of people, including myself, thought the show was having a bad turnout because it was the same weekend and in the same state as HauntCon. I just figured the big names went to HauntCon instead. This year, there were no other conventions going on at all, anywhere, and the vendors still weren't there. You know, it's a real shame that this is happening. I mean, I love going to conventions. I go to as many conventions as I can, either Halloween or horror conventions. It doesn't matter. I go. If it sucks, doesn't suck, I still go. Because I just like being in that atmosphere of Halloween or horror. And to see a convention struggling like this, to see a convention that's constantly slipping down that slope to death. This convention, I guarantee, is going to die unless something majorly is changed. I mean, yes, the haunt tours are probably really cool. I never went to them, but I hear great things about the haunt tours. And the classes are always full. When I was walking back and forth to the bathroom there, the classes were filled up pretty nicely. I mean, that is another aspect to the convention I'm not talking about. But, I mean, for the reasons I go, I like to enjoy people's products. I like to see what's out there, what's new, so I can talk to you guys about it. So I can bring it here to the Dead with Dave show. I really have nothing to show you guys. I wish I did. I wish I had more. You know, and I'm a culprit too. I went there. What did I buy? I bought an Audio Zombie CD. I spent $10. So I didn't see anything else to buy. Maybe I would have bought something else. When I go to Transworld, I spend a couple $100 while I'm at Transworld because I have something to buy. But when I'm here, I had nothing to buy. I didn't see anybody buying anything. I saw nobody carrying anything out of that place at all. And because there was just nothing there for the haunter themselves. Be it pro or home haunter. Doesn't matter. But the NHC is known to cater to home haunters more than any other show around. It's known as the home haunters hangout. Everybody goes there to meet each other, say hi. They can take groups and meet there, take pictures, stuff like that. It's really cool to have something like that close to me. You know, it's only an hour and a half drive. It's in Pennsylvania. I live in Jersey. It's only an hour and a half drive to get there, though. I mean, I really wanted to stay. So, and to everybody that I met there, I love meeting everybody. I can't mention everybody that I met because I don't want to leave anybody out. You know, don't want to make anybody feel bad. But I met a lot of great people there, vendors, home haunters, everybody recognized me. That really made me feel good to be recognized. You know, people saw my Dead with Dave. She was like, "Oh, you're Dave." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm Dave. How you doing?" It really made me feel good. It was really cool that people actually recognized me. And I normally go to these conventions, I'm not recognized. This is like the first time that I was really, really recognized. I talked to a lot of people, and that was really cool. So I want to thank all of you that came up to me and said hi. If you ever see me at a convention anywhere, come and stop and say hi. I love it. I absolutely love it. And the more people that come and talk to me, it's great. I met a lot of great people, and I would love to meet a lot more in the future. So that was my favorite part of the whole day. Hanging out with friends. That's what I'm gonna have to think about. Hanging out with friends is the only thing I can say positive about the show at all. On the next episode of Dead with Dave, I want to talk to you about the haunt that was on the convention floor. Last year, the haunt was horrible. Horrible haunt. This year, it was pretty good. It's a home haunter that is trying to go pro, and this is his first baby steps into it. He was very limited by the convention floor itself, but I'm going to talk to you about all that on the next episode of Dead with Dave. The guy definitely deserves some time here. He did a lot of work, and he's putting a lot of effort into this, and he really has a lot of high hopes. And I want to help support that as much as I can. I'll help support any home haunter trying to go pro. And, he's doing more than I'm doing. I mean, I've been trying to go pro for years now, and I haven't even got close to making the first wall panel yet. And this guy, he actually set up a haunt in a pro way. It was cleared by fire department, everything. And I give him a lot of props for that because he's taking that step. I want to support that as much as I can. So next Day with Dave, take a look for that. I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank you all for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, click the subscribe button down below. Show me some love. Again, thank you everybody that I met at the convention. It was awesome meeting you, shaking your hand and saying hi and talking with you. It made my entire day. Till next time, this has been Dead with Dave. Good night.
Warning. The following may not be appropriate for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Clap your hands 5 times. For real, guys, we gotta keep it down just a little bit. 5 seconds, thank you. Please. I'm not. Please.
Shut your mouth!
I can't record it. You gotta do it.
A couple of years ago, if you wanted to learn how to build a prop, age a tombstone, or wire a new pneumatic, you either had to try to figure it out yourself or you went to the forums. Their fellow haunters wrote out what to do and maybe posted some pictures of their props. But now, haunters are going to YouTube for all their how-to needs. You want to know how to carve a foam? Carve a foam?
Carve a foam.
Yeah, just L foam.
This will be the outtake reel.
Yeah. Now, hold on.
So, there we go.
All right. A couple of years ago, if you wanted to learn how to build a prop, age a tombstone, or wire a new pneumatic, you either had to try to figure it out yourself or you went to the forums. Their fellow haunters wrote out what to do and maybe posted some pictures of their projects. But now, haunters are going to YouTube for all their how-to needs. You want to know how to carve foam, corpse skeleton, even get real blood out of your white t-shirt? You can find it on YouTube. Some of these tutorials are great, tell you all you need to know. Well, however, something said, this is suck my dick.
It's already going off. Oh, okay, this is going to It's already going off. I'm like, where the hell is he going with this one? You tried saving it for like 3 seconds.
Do you see me on your
screen? Lost.
Do you see me on your screen?
No, I didn't see the camera.
Fuck.
I tried saving it.
I tried. Oh!
You ready now?
No, try. This is so fucking retarded. It's ridiculous. It's easy when you don't really have a script. Alright. Whoa! Okay. You want me to just start reading?
Whenever you want.